It's in the game.
EA Sports, it's in the game.
This is a live look at the Swamp, Ben Hill Griffin Stadium in Gainesville. EA Sports college football coverage continues on this Saturday with a mid-afternoon clash. It ought to be a sensational game. It's the Colorado Buffaloes and the Florida Gators. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
I caught up with the Buffaloes head coach before the game. He has been motivating his team all week, telling them, you are just as good as this ACC opponent. They've got upset on their mind, and the players told me they want to be the best version of themselves. They believe they belong on this field, and they can play with the best of the best. Guys, back to you.
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. The Buffaloes ready to kick it away first. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Wide receiver comes in motion. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Pryor. Barrels all the way to the 29, a gain of 6.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting it second and short, not a good job by this defense.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Wide receiver going in motion. Handoff for Ball. Shoots his way for more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
That's a really good-looking run. I tell you, it's not easy to start at the running back position for the Florida Gators. When you think of where they can recruit in the state of Florida and really nationally, they've got a lot of the best around the country in high school wanting to come play here. So it says a lot if you're RB1 in this offense, but this dude shows you why. Speed and playmaking ability all day long.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Motion from the wide receiver. They're going to ride this running back. It'll be a gain of 6. That's up 2nd and 4.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Motion from the wideout. The run inside. It's Pryor. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
This is an offense, guys, that really believes in physicality, and that's their identity. So running the ball on 2nd down, no problem for them.
The Gators are moving quickly down the field. Here's a give the ball. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Right back to it. There's some room. And he runs it in for a score. Touchdown, Gators.
And that is exactly what they wanted to see. They talked about bolstering their speed at the running back spot. They said this guy could do it. And you get a good glimpse of it early in this football game. Palmer, there's one thing to talk about speed. It's another thing to talk about speed. And that guy takes off, erases some angles, and makes the big play early.
It's so true, David. There's so many really good running backs in the country that can make people miss, but when we see them get into the second level, they always get caught. This guy is a little bit different. And now if you're on defense, that's a big alert. You know, hey, if we don't tackle him, if linebackers miss him, if safeties miss him, and this guy gets in the second level, he is taking it to the house. There's a lot of pressure now on this defense to tackle.
This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Pulls and fires complete. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going.
Not wasting any time. You just watch the opponent go down on their first drive and score a touchdown. So right away, you're aggressive. You're throwing the football on your first play of the game, and you're getting a nice completion. Really nice job.
Throwing, Lewis. Using the quick game. At the 45 on his way. Just making a huge play, and he sets him up all the way down at the 14.
And the QB finds his guy again for the second time on this drive. Nice job creating explosive plays, finding the speed, finding the matchup, and now this offense is in a good position to go down and get some points.
Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points.
And I think offense is showing they are willing to run the football even if they don't get big gains. Just those body blows that can sometimes wear out a defense and keep the balance on offense so I can be explosive.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Lewis wants to pass. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Buffs! A great catch and run for 6.
And how about the OC slipping in the screen pass? Try to mix it up, slow down that pass rush, let it come up the field a little bit, get it to your running back, let him do the rest. Nice blocking, nice play call to throw in the screen to change it up a little bit and get the big touchdown.
That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Jaden Ball. He breaks a tackle. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chance, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
9-yard pickup on first down, and now they can take a shot on second and short. Back to pass. Pocket breaking down. Knocked down after a pickup of maybe 2, and man, that pursuit, they had their hair on fire.
Most offensive coordinators want to be really aggressive on second and short. And I love the quarterback here. He drops back the pass thinking being aggressive. Nothing available, scramble, give me an easy first down.
Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. Handoff for Ball. They'll give him 4 on the pickup at 2nd and 6.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up, get some movement at the point of attack, and find a little crease for your running back.
After the productive first down play at 2nd and 6, they'll send the tight end in motion. Might as well stick with him. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Now on the move. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. We've played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. That first quarter set the standard, and we hope we get a lot more of that here in the second. So first down here as they go back to work. Running inside. It's Pryor. Got enough for the first. There's a crease. And he scores! Touchdown, Florida!
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the second level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And man, did he find a way to close with that 48-yard run for 6. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Buffs offense ready to begin this drive. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Pressure coming. Hit as he throws. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
And you get more and more hits on the QB like this right there, more and more making him scramble out of the pocket to the right. That's winning. He's going to start to see ghosts. He'll start to panic. He'll start to speed up that processor. Nice job by the defense making that quarterback feel very, very uncomfortable.
Caught by Williams on the left. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
Well, if you're going to complete these in-breaking routes over the middle of the field, it's really important as a quarterback you don't stare the guy down and tip off where you're throwing the football. He's trying to freeze the safeties in this defense and then throws it on time. Accurate throw, nice pitch and catch.
Here's Lewis to throw. Finds his man. It's Perry.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes, he's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
And the Buffaloes with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. It's Lewis again. Caught near the sticks. It's Williams. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. 3 yards. First down for the offense after that penalty. They'll move the wide receiver. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Young. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you got a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Lewis. Intercepted, big play, stops the drive. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there.
And that's why as quarterbacks, you cannot telegraph the pass. You cannot stare down your receivers because these defenders, they're watching it. And that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football, and that's why he picked it off.
They'll start on the ground with Jaden Ball. There he goes. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
This guy's got a lot of tools in his toolbox toting the rock, man. He showed you right there. And when I think back to Florida running backs, Emmitt Smith, all-time great. But a guy I played with in Gainesville, Fred Taylor. He was so big, but so fast for a guy his size. He just caused so many problems for the defenses we faced. And I think in the SEC today, you have got to be able to run the football if you're going to win games. And this guy right here, he's going to give the Gators a chance.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Quarterback may change this route.
Go. Higher. League. Wilson. Hey, Wilson. Slog. Why did he hit?
Second down, he'll throw it. Looking for a big play. Reels it in and goes out of bounds on the left side after the huge gain.
Quarterback had the matchup he wanted there. He had his guy on a post throw. He knew it was going to be covered, but if he just put it somewhere near his body, let the wingspan go to work, snatch the ball, get a big first down for the offense, you love seeing that from your QB and receiver.
After that huge gain, now a chance to cash it in from just outside the 5. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. The Gators line it up with a 1st and goal. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd and goal. The Buffaloes calling their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Wide receiver comes in motion. Trip to the house.
Nice drive, nice touchdown. I love this offense's response to what happened a week ago. Listen, we're 0-1, so be it. Let's put the foot on the gas. Let's move forward, get better, and they have in game 2 so far.
And he tacked on the extra point.
Number 48, set to advance on the foot.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Motion from the back. Throwing, Lewis. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Four wideout set, three of them to the left on 2nd and 10. Lewis to throw. Fires to the wideout. Grabbed over the middle. It's Perry. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line.
Every drive is obviously important, but now that you've dug yourself a hole, this offense, they need to score here. Like, before the half, they need to move this ball down the field. Nice job in the passing game. Got to put a few together. Need to get some points to cut into this lead right before the half.
That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
The noise is deafening, trying to make sure only the Gators get out of the swamp on 3rd down. Here's Lewis. Grabs it in the middle. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. It's 4th down and 6, and they'll try to convert. Fourth down, Lewis. Snagged out of the air. It's a fumble. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes.
The defense comes up big time on the 4th down play, trying to get the stop, making sure he doesn't get a first down. The fumble, it's just the icing on the sundae. That's fine. We'll take it, but more importantly, they got the big stop and turnover on downs.
He'll start this drive firing. Going deep. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
And guys, if I'm on offense, I am staying aggressive. I know you didn't connect there, but make sure you keep testing this defense, because even if you complete one of those throws, that could be the game-breaking play.
Or will they dial up on 2nd and 8? Long way to go. Wide receiver going in motion. Direct snap. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? Colorado will go ahead and use its 2nd timeout here. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half.
Go, go. Move, go. Check, check, check.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Got his man on the right. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down. And the Gators racing to the line in a hurry up.
And this offense has really showed me something today, man. They've already put some drives together and made some explosive plays, and now just executing on 3rd down. They've shown you a little bit of everything, and this offense is looking like it's the real deal.
It's caught. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. The Gators come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Set up for the first down play, and they're going to call a timeout and talk it over instead. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Now on 1st and 10 from the 26. Wants to throw it again. Zings it complete to the right. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. And it's caught! Touchdown, Florida!
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half, running the ball, throwing the ball. They had insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Offense has enough time to get off a play before we head to the half. Here's Lewis to throw. He makes the grab. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37. As we close in on halftime, a timeout is taken here.
Timeout, Colorado.
Just enough time for one final play of the half. The run inside. It's Young. Maybe some room here. They finally make the stop, but that one will make those halftime stats look a little nicer as we head to the break. As the Gators head for the locker room by the watchful eye that pulled Gator head, let's check in with Kevin Connors at the half.
Fellas, welcome in to our EA Sports Studios here in Orlando, the Week 2 edition of our College Football Update Show. We start with a look at Ohio State taking on the number 11 team, the Texas Tech Red Raiders. And it's the home team, keeping things within arm's reach here in this ranked-on-ranked battle. I think the plan here is just to get to halftime, then figure out a way to pull this out in the second half. And as we check in on these notable matchups this week, we're reminded of just how meaningful every week in college football truly is.
Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. Lewis. They're looking at a 21-point hole. There's still time to do some work, but there's also no time to waste. And the Buffaloes in the hurry up. Running inside. It's Young. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10.
This offense was just hoping for one big play. They finally got it. They're trailing big in this game, and they needed that pitch and catch to put them on the doorstep to make this a game again. Give them credit. They never lost their confidence. They never stopped being aggressive, and finally, two guys hook up. Massive play for the offense.
On 1st and 10 from the 38.
Man, it's players over plays, isn't it? Like, find your guys, find your matchups. They keep finding him on this drive, and he keeps delivering. That's a really good job by the play caller. Don't try to get tricky. Don't try to outsmart yourself. Your guy is better than his guys.
Throwing, Lewis. Right on the money. Oh, he's got some space. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. They've done a really good job creating the matchups they want out of the slot.
Yeah, dude, get that guy matched up on a linebacker. That guy matched up on a safety. Keep him away from the corners by putting him in the slot. Get him the football, let him make plays.
2nd and 1, and they're going to make him line up to defend the pass. 4 wideouts, 2 on either side. Motion from the wide receiver. To the air again, Lewis. Quarterback extends the play. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Slides to the ground after picking up the first great play on 2nd and short.
I love the play call there, too, because 2nd and short, defense is thinking you might run it. So you try to catch them off guard with the pass. Nothing there. Even if you throw an incompletion, you're going to have a chance to run it the very next play, but it doesn't matter. This guy's just so athletic himself. He's able to go get the first. Let's get a fresh set of downs.
Here's Lewis to throw. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Looking left. It's caught. Touchdown, Colorado! And they take it in for 6 more points. Got to start cutting into this lead somewhere. Now the question, will they have enough time?
But that's step one. You got to get that first score. You got to get back in the ball game and get some of that momentum back on your side. You still got more work to do, but step one accomplished.
And with the extra point, they trail by 2 touchdowns, 28-14. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive.
Colorado, 14.
He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. Here comes the Gators offense, ready to go on the attack. They come out for the first time in this second half. The lead a little smaller than when they went to the locker room, and they'll try to answer here. They'll start on the ground with Jaden Ball. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
Ball again. Ran through the contact. Look at that toughness, just running through everybody. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Inside the 40. All kinds of room to the right. Touchdown Gators! This crowd absolutely loving it as he rolled into the end zone.
Well, this offense looked unstoppable in the first half, lighting up the scoreboard, and it doesn't look much different here in the second half. They take their first drive of the third quarter, march it down the field, and score. There is no end in sight for these guys.
And they split the uprights on the extra point. They're up 35-14. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Lewis. It's complete on the right side. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. The Buffaloes want to pick up the tempo.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them, because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Soft spot in the middle. And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on.
And obviously trailing in this football game now in the second half, this is exactly what they talked about at halftime. We've got to create some explosive plays in the passing game. They're going to need a lot of this, and the defense is fully aware that they're going to throw the football. But that's a great start to this second half.
Fires to the right. Through his hands and incomplete. He normally makes that catch every time. It's second down.
Well, the receiver did everything right. He ran a good route. He got his head around. He just didn't finish the play. Just look it in.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. It's Lewis again. Unloads to the wideout. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete.
Yeah, and I don't know what happened. He didn't look open as it is, and the QB's trying to make a play, trying to force the ball, but at least he threw it where his guy could catch it or nobody could catch it.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Young. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Well, you got to give the defense credit. They knew a big key in this one was slowing this dude down, especially after how well he played the last time out. They have been swarming him, they have been gang tackling him, and getting a lot of penetration up front.
A famous writer once said, most men lead lives of quiet desperation. Here is a desperate move, going for it on 4th down, trailing by double figures. On target over the middle. Will not get there. A 4th down stop.
You know, offensively in that situation, 4th down, you're throwing for it. Everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
Here's Jaden one more time. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
We've reached the break. It's Florida with the lead. They've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we got here. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. Motion from the wideout. Now a timeout was called. Play clock was all the way down to 2. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. It's 3rd and 5. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Picked it off, and this defense really needed something to go right.
The most frustrating thing I see in football is when teams give up and they quit and they wave the white flag. It drives me nuts. You're on the field. Your job is to stop them. It doesn't matter what the scoreboard is. It doesn't matter how much time is left. Keep fighting. Keep grinding. You never know what can happen. Maybe you get hot. Maybe you make an all-time comeback.
He goes out of bounds across the 25, mark it at the 24, and this defense, its head is spinning.
Well, you got to think here offensively that you may have 2 more possessions in this game. You can still win, but you've got to be aggressive. You've got to start taking shots vertically down the field, throwing to your best players.
Throwing, Lewis, looking to the big tight end. He makes the catch. Touchdown, Buffaloes! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They'll try to tack 1 more on their score. How about the renaissance of the tight ends? Inline, flexed out, split out. They can do a little bit of everything.
They really can, and they're asked to block a lot of the times too. But I tell you what, all the wide receivers out wide, the fancy toys, the fancy spread, don't forget about that tight end. He does a little bit of everything, and then you reward the big fella throwing the ball, and he catches, so he really can do a little bit of everything in an offense.
Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. So that last touchdown made it a 2-possession game, but if this offense can do its job, they can put this one away. They'll move the wide receiver. The run inside. It's Pryor. Shakes off the defender. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a 1st down at the 38.
And this offense has really done a nice job on the ground. Like, the ground game has been solid, man. Nice job opening holes, running the football. They've been consistent with the run. And as this game creeps along, right, if they can continue to do this with the lead, this is going to be a game that they're going to have in hand.
Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Tight end now in motion. Takes the handoff. It's Pryor. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
Yeah, and there's a lot of pressure right now on this down if you're on offense because your last two plays have gone nowhere. You know the defense just needs to get the football back to give their team an opportunity to go win the game, so you're probably going to have to throw to get this first down. A lot of pressure here on the quarterback, Dave.
Yeah, and how I throw, I think, is important. This is a time where I love moving my quarterback outside the pocket, making it an easy throw, or let him run the football, and if he doesn't get it, the clock still ticks. It's still my fault.
He did everything he could to find enough running room, and he'll be stopped about 3 yards short of the first down marker. It's 4th down.
And, man, this is a big decision for this offense. Like, having the lead, does that...
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Wide receiver comes in motion. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. He just threw it away, couldn't find a man, and I guessed at least he saved a few yards of field position.
Yeah, I'm not sure why they went for it, but when you're up by a couple scores, I think you're just kind of free and like, hey, let's keep scoring points. Let's keep the offense out there. Let's keep the accelerator on, and I guess, hey, who cares? We're not going to lose anyways.
And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. Here's Lewis to throw. Here's a heat. Thought he saw some daylight, but this defense closed quickly, maybe picked up one on the play. And the Buffaloes will hustle to the line. Lewis wants to pass. It's complete to the right. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. This crowd unhinged, trying to make sure the Gators don't back down on 3rd down. Trying to get through the noise, it's Lewis. He's got him. 3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35.
And even though they're trailing here in the 4th quarter, they've got a quarterback that can bring them back, but they need him now to play his A-plus level of football. We saw a nice completion on that last 3rd down. Let's see if he can keep it going.
Out of bounds at the 24-yard line after the huge pickup.
I'll tell you, this quarterback has just been in a great rhythm all game long. With that last completion, he's now over 300 yards passing.
And the Buffaloes are moving quickly down the field. To the air again, Lewis. Got the back over the middle. Runs through a tackle. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. Second and 1, and they're going to make him line up to defend the pass. 4 wideouts, 2 on either side. Running inside, it's Young. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run. Offense rushing to the line of scrimmage. Clock is stopped for the 1st down. They'll try to get it off quickly. Clock is stopped. Florida has called a timeout. It's 2nd. And they'll still have 1 timeout left at their disposal. The Buffaloes trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The hurry up now. 2nd down. Clock ticking. Lewis rushes on him. And they got it.
Man, that is a big negative play for this defense, putting them in reverse, getting the quarterback on the ground, and they better get ready again. Look at this offense. They're right back on the ball, ready to snap it again.
And he can't find his man in the end zone as he was trying to pay off this red zone chance.
got to give this defense a lot of credit because even down to the last seconds of this football game, we're seeing outstanding effort. QB taking a shot down the middle of the field.
Hang on just a second. I think they're going to try to get the touchdown here. Man, this could be a gamble, guys. They could come up empty. Unleashes to the end zone. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. A bold decision to go for it on 4th down and one that did not pay off. They'll start on the ground with Jaden Ball. Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6. The Buffaloes calling their first timeout. And now what will they come up with on this 2nd down play? They're in control. The clock is their friend. You'd have to expect another run here on 2nd and 6. Tight end in motion. See how the D reacts. Play clock was getting close to 0, and they have to burn a timeout. They'll get together to decide how to play this 2nd down. Ball's on the 16, and they need 6 on 2nd down.
Flag 14! Flag 14!
Ball again. Here's a little room there. A huge play there, and he has them set up and in business at the 30.
They are going to attack every area of the field, this time on the ground. They run the old toss play, and they get a big gainer on this defense.
Man, they got the edge sealed, gave him a lane, and he took off.
I also like the blocking downfield by the wide receivers. These guys giving great effort here, trying to help their running back out.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't.
Lets it fly deep downfield. And it's incomplete as he was trying to make the play in the back corner of the end zone.
Sometimes as a quarterback, when you're feeling a rhythm and you're feeling yourself, you just want to keep taking shots, right? This guy's already thrown 3 touchdown passes. He saw a look he liked, decided to let her fly. I haven't seen a lot of balls falling complete, especially deep down the field. That one did, but I'd expect this guy to keep letting it go.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
I don't care how talented you are.
Now, wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. Might be calling a hot route. They'll move the tight end. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He gets it in! Touchdown, Florida!
Man, you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Throwing, Lewis, under fire. He's knocked down, short game, maybe a pickup of 3. That defense rallied to the ball in a hurry. Timeout is called, and the clock is down to 8. Wide receivers all over the place, trips to the left on 2nd and 7. Lewis to throw. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
And here we go, final play of the game right here. Lewis to throw for it on 4th. Oh, they're after him. And the pass is incomplete, and the ball game is complete. We sensed a great deal of confidence, almost a smugness from this coaching staff. And these guys on the field, it's as if they knew they were going to win.
Yeah, playing with a bit of a chip on their shoulder, and I think they really felt like they had a real good game plan offensively and defensively coming into this one, David. There were some matchups on the field they thought they could exploit. We saw that happen.
No doubt. Good job by this coaching staff, understanding who's out there to make plays, feeding them the football, offense, defense, special teams, all working together to get the done.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rome, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a